Hi and welcome to Take Time to Create. This is where we take the time out of our everyday lives to create new and wonderful things. Today we have another art journal page, and this time I'm using a focal point of a hand embroidered piece that I did. I took an embroidery class I think a year or so ago. I think I finished it about a year ago. And this was one of the projects. We were supposed to make it into a book, and I, of course, never finished it. But I didn't want to just relegate this really pretty piece to some drawer or the back of a bin or somewhere. So I wanted to create a page based off of this. And I did hand embroider this. I used a metallic thread for this, and I hand embroidered the edge. And this is faux leather. And it's kind of got a steampunk feel to it. So that's what I'm going off of, and that's what I like. I think the pattern is from Urban Threads. I think it's not my pattern, but I will link down below where I got the pattern from. And I think I combined two patterns. It's been a while. I don't remember 100%. So forgive me for that, but I will research and I will link down below where I got the pattern from, and I love it. So it's kind of got a little bit of a steampunk vibe to it, and that's what I'm going for. So, oh, and I'm also going to do a 2-page where I actually rip out the this page, and this is going to peek through, kind of bursting through. It's not my original idea. I've seen a couple videos where people have done this online, and I love the idea. And so I'm just taking that idea and making it my own and running with it, and going to make it work for me. So this will be my focal point. To start out with, we need to make a background, and so I'm going to use some metallic paints, and since it's kind of steampunky, I have the standard metallic paints, and I'm using folk art and deco art. Just a variety of them, but I am throwing in a little bit of green just to add a little bit of color. You could do red. I do have a rose gold here, but I thought green would be kind of nice to throw in too. So I'm just going to paint this background, and then on the flip page, we'll need to paint it as well. It's not really going to show up, but just in case it does, I want to make sure that it is painted. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to put some blobs down and smear it around with a paintbrush, and let's get started. We're just going to have a good time. So both of my pages have a background on them, but now I'm going to add some washi tape, and then I'm going to gesso over those. Then I am going to cut out the hole, and I just want to let you guys know the next steps I'm going to take so that when I speed it up you will know what's going on. But I think washi tape will add a really cool texture. It will add a little more detail. I will paint over it, but not quite yet. And I'm just putting it on the top sheet. I'm not going to worry about the bottom sheet. And I'm just finding ones that have the gold in them, and I'm going to grab some other washi tape, but washi tape is on my list. I need to use it up. This stuff, boy, there's a ton in each of the washi tape rolls, and if you're like me, you have a lot. So every project, more washi tape. right, so now I have, it's looking pretty good. So now I've kind of wrinkled it up a little bit, but with all the washi tape, it's really kind of hard to rip. So I really want more of a textured look to it. And I went ahead and put some splashes around the outside of it. I added gelatos, and I just scribbled them on, and then I used a wet brush to kind of smear it around. And I'm using an emery board now to really rough up things, just because I want to be able to have it more of a rough looking texture. If I could rip it easier, I would, but the washi tape is making things hard. I have some fabric tape in here, not just washi tape. It's a really pretty one. This one right here is in my stash. Thought it went really well, but it makes things a little more difficult, but that's okay. This will work just fine. If you have a distressing tool, that might work even better. Okay, so just kind of work at this and get the look you're going for, and then when I'm all done with this, I'm going to gelato around the edge as well, to have it have a little bit of a contrast between the two, and I might add even some more splatters. So that's what I'm going to do next, and let's get to it. So now I have splatters and I've got it ripped. Now when you rip things, make sure it's not in a perfect circle, kind of give it a really cool edge. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to adhere the two pages together, and I'm just using hot glue because we all know that's my favorite. I use hot glue all the time, but it's just my art journal page. Other matte mediums would work. I've got kind of a mess here going on my table, so clean it up a little bit, but you can go ahead and use anything that will adhere it together. These are kind of thicker pages, excuse me. These are thicker pages. This is a Ranger book, and I really love the pages. So hot glue will work great, and it glues and it dries fast. That's why I'm using it. And like I said, it's my favorite. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So now it's all glued together, and it is one page. So flip, one page. Oh, I love it. I didn't have to paint the one below because nothing's showing through, but you never know. I just thought I would be proactive on that. So now I'm going to add some metal elements. I have some more of these gears that I'm going to add. I have some Finnabar mechanicals. I have a bunch of other metal elements that I've had wherever I find them. I collect them. So now I'm just going to add some other pieces and parts. I really like the mixture of texture, so I've got metal and I have leather and faux leather and paper and washi tape, and I think I'm going to maybe try to add some burlap or some ribbon as well. And then that, or burlap, ribbon, or thread, or something else to really bring in those variety of textures. That is my favorite thing to do when I am doing an art journal piece, is to have a variety of textures coming through. there we have it. I just added lots and lots of elements. I decided to put some flowers in as well. They're Prima flowers. It is the Prima Flowers engraver. They're handmade and I love these. Don't know where I picked them up. They were in my stash and I thought they went really well with the neutral tones, kind of the steampunk feel to it, and this is what I came up with. There we go. Loving it. I'm glad that I could showcase this piece in the middle because it's something that I enjoy, and now it's an art journal page. So there we go. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and on my blog. And I do have 2 Instagrams. I have Take Time to Create, and I have Linda's Journey 78. And please feel free to follow me on both of those if you would like, or just come on and hang out and take a peek. I do post things on my Take Time to Create that sometimes I don't do tutorials for, so you can get more ideas that way as well. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys next time.